for a student who's just graduating with a degree in architecture, whether it's let's talk about bachelors only.
Right.
Very few go into masters, but most people are usually working with bachelors. What we found is that when they come into the field, they have a very tough time for n number of reasons. Pay is one big issue. I've discussed it in one of my previous episodes in depth. And क्यों दे हम इनको इतना salary, right? It's a privilege for them to be working under my firm and they're learning. So ulta, they should be happy
To work
this
for
is
free
they should be happy that we're paying them. Ulta,
Yeah.
we've heard things like that also. I don't want to take names with the big names, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because that's adding to their CV.
And
Yes.
that actually breaks a person who's actually gone through schooling, then goes through bachelor degree in architecture, and it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work they put in, and then they finally reach that. They feel that
They get very disillusioned and they feel, So I would approach it in a very different way.
Okay.
A lot of students have come to me with the same issue. I would look at 3 professions: medical, lawyers, and architects, and they're very similar to each other.
Yeah.
Please understand that this is not a field where you will, 4 years of education and a company will come and handpick you and they'll give you a placement and you'll get a package and that's it. So that's why I said, here this is a profession which is very, very deep, which is very, very wide, architecture. Similar for medical, similar for, lawyers. Because they're all consultants, so you have to establish yourself in the field.
Right.
And once you're able to establish, then there are no limits. Whereas in when you get placed in an engineering, you go into the increment structure.
Yeah.
So here there are no limits. So initially you have to invest that time to learn and understand the profession, to get to that level where you can compete with the best of architects, with the best of doctors, best of lawyers in the field. And then you start, really expanding and growing as a professional and earning more and getting more prestigious projects. So I would advise students to look at your course slightly differently from, placement-oriented course.
Sure.
That's what I would look at this profession.
I would actually like to add something which is very, very, very hopeful for the students today. We are looking at 2 skills when we are saying that we are being educated as any profession for that matter today. So the macro skill here is the degree that you're getting, the college from where you're getting it from, and the program in which you're getting it. But there is no dearth to acquiring those micro skills which companies are looking to hire professionals for. So I would say that here we can see in our classrooms, in our studios, we can see students who are doing beautiful videography. They have probably over the internet or from certain sources or from their own experience gained skills in artificial intelligence, generative AI, and are experimenting with how to conceptualize buildings in different ways quickly. They are also learning prompts day in and day out on their own. And sometimes with little encouragement in class that, you can incorporate this in design and you can do this there as well. They are also establishing themselves as ones having good presentation skills. So you are learning Illustrator. Only today only we have a class from our German alumni at 7. He just called us like informally, "Yo, I'm free these days. Do you want any help?" So we said, "Yes, why not? I mean, you come back and you do a session online with the students, and we made it open to everybody. Now we don't need a permission for doing that. We only need passion for doing that. So that person is going to come and he is going to give us only those tips that are required in the profession to do it. So that I think is a wonderful experience for children today that, again, as I said, that you're carrying the world in your pocket. So your phone, if you can watch reels to I don't know, dressing up nicely. I'm sure you can address those reels also, which tell you that what kind of skills do influencers have,
Yeah.
and what skills do presentations need. So when you get picked up with those micro skills, I think that is the essence of your
Absolutely.
education, because that is something that you've done on your own.
And I, get a lot of phone calls from architects across India, where our students are placed, and students have left and moved on, and I get a call saying, "Do you have, any more students with similar skills?"
Yeah.
When students focus on acquiring, skills which are actually required in the market, then there's no, dearth of placements. They will handpick you from anywhere. So it's just that you have to equip yourself. You have to be ready. Don't think big like LPU slogan. You have to think big, and you have to think uh, about global. You have to think what is the best practice I can get into. Where what is the biggest project I can work on. So if you think like that, then there's no end to what you can achieve here.
What is
Also, I think when you enter a college, a medical college, I think from the first year they start calling you Doctor Saab, Doctor Saab, Doctor ban gaye, ye to Doctor ban gaye, right? As a doctor, as a surgeon, you put a mark on your stitches that ye stitches to usi ne lagaye honge. So why is architecture behind, or why are certain students behind in putting their mark on their sheets every day? They are designers.
Yeah.
So why don't I see the sheet saying that, oh, this sheet has to be made by this guy? So somehow that's where I was going with it, that academics has to uh, not make sure that they are learning what technology wants them to learn, or what architectural concepts they should be following. Not that. But architecture pedagogy should spark that curiosity, that passion from day one, that, oh, yes, I love to be an architect and I love my profession to the core of my heart. And you'll automatically, everything is going to fall in place.